We're live. Hello and welcome and hello. This is Toto Spotfest. That is Jamie. I am JJ. Not quite 10 o'clock yet. So pretty soon, Austin Reddick should have power again. So hopefully he'll be catching in. Not going to be joining us this evening. He got bombarded with large chunks of ice coming out of the sky. So He shared with us a video. It was quite the video, Jamie.
That was some serious hail. Like, I've seen hail in my day. I've had many a window smash from hail, but it's been a minute since I've seen true legit golf ball size hail like that.
Yeah,
especially in September.
Right. Like post Labor Day, and it's like literally a rainstorm of golf ball size hail. Like I'll get that. We'll get that a lot. Like get the little pea stuff, right? It's like okay, all right, whatever, But no, this was. Woo! But thankfully everything's safe, everybody's good, and all that. But powerless, so we're just gonna roll with Jamie and myself this evening. So if it's your first time joining us, welcome to Spotfest. We do this every Wednesday. Gonna talk a little wrestling coming up here. Gonna jaw jack a little bit. There'll be some trash thrown. There'll be some belts shown on here. Not by me. But if you want to see this every week, we are here every Wednesday around about this time after Dynamite. Give us a subscribe down below. Give us a big thumbs up and hit that little bell when we go live. Oh man, are you settling in the fall? Because you got fall softball going on now. Which I really do. I don't really fully understand, but that's okay.
Well, there's just different seasons. So you have a little bit of a break right after summer ball. Yeah, because everybody's trying to go back to school. Then the fall season kicks off and it starts this weekend. So we are going up to Iowa. Going to Des Moines. Tasty taco. Gonna eat some of those tasty tacos.
Those were good tacos. Not gonna lie. Those were good.
So good. So yeah, no, it should be fun. But yeah, I mean, with school and everything back in full swing, it's great. Football's back, baby. That's right. That's like probably number one.
We are one day away, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this live, if you're not, well, we're on September 3rd, so we're one day away. Tomorrow, finally, after the long wait, it is time for Silk Song. Silk Song's being released tomorrow. Let's go. Hope everybody's brushed up on all their hell. Oh yeah. NFL starts tomorrow too. Everyone cares. Okay.
No.
Everyone is. Yeah. Oh no. Go on the internet. You'll find the contrary to be true there. Most definitely. I am very excited, but no, I'm also very excited for football season to start. So, what do you think about Chiefs starting off in Brazil?
The field's gonna be crap, but it should be fun.
Well, luckily they're doing it because Brazil's like 3 hours north of ahead of us because they're like way out there east, like east of So they're but they're starting it at 7:00 Central Standard Time, so that's good at least.
Yeah. I mean, there are positives there, but I already know no matter what, win, lose, or something, the media is going to complain about the field, no matter what.
Oh, 100%.
And I feel that the Chargers are going to be the ones who are going to be complaining about it most.
Yeah, well, we definitely shall see. I could see Harbaugh 100% starting, ending, and just nothing about the field. So, but no.
Yeah. 100%.
Football's back in full swing. We had a draft this past Sunday for the Total Spotfest Fantasy Football. We're not going to do like we did last year because I figure we really kind of got away from everything with the whole like leaderboard and matchups, spending a half an hour talking about. So we'll just do a little jaw jacking here and there. You said you're happy with your team, which is usually a bad omen. I know.
Always a bad omen. ESPN has actually ranked me 10th out of 10th on my draft, and I'm looking at my team like, how's that even possible? Yes, I had to read because I was the second pick overall. Yeah, I was first in my other draft. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I reached, and I know I reached, and it's okay that I reached because I mean, I got Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry as my running back. Guys. Like, life is good.
I was gonna mix it up. I was gonna go for Saquon because I had the third pick, and I was like, "Well, I got Jameer in my other league at my work, right? I'm gonna take Saquon over here." And you grab Saquon before me. He's like, "I'll just take Jameer,"
I couldn't go with Bijan. I just can't.
No.
There's something that just
Bijan,
he hasn't proven himself yet.
He
We'll see.
He burned me last year, right? I just couldn't do it again. Couldn't do. I was reading too much analytics and hype and all this stuff, and I went with my gut and everything. I am happy I got TJ Watt. I am excited to see how this whole defensive player madness that we've set up is going to work. For those you don't know, we're doing
kickers.
Yeah, fuck kickers. We do it, and Jamie's giving them like stupid values. Like you could have it could be like 1 week you have like the perfect linebacker who gets you like 60 points, and then the next week there's a safety that would have got you like 55 points. It's going to be ridiculous how this works.
I'm very, very excited.
So, anybody else there in the chat, let us know about it as well too. If you're in fantasy football, want to jaw jack a little, we're all for it. So we'll give you a little updates as we go along. Like I said, we're not going to do a whole segment in it this year. Yeah, that's a bit much. But we'll keep you up to date as it goes. And trust me, you'll know when the three of us are facing off against each other. Okay, you'll know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially with Austin.
100%.
Austin was very adamant about his dominance of you last year.
You know, I'm coming for revenge this year. We'll see. I don't know when I have them. I gotta look at my.
And neither of you even made the finals. I think Austin's the only one that made the semis. Did he even make the semis?
No, both of us were in the semis. So if we would have won, we were gonna face each other in the championship. But we both lost.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was, but it was like, yeah.
Oh, I have Austin week 2.
Okay, all right. So tune back next week, folks. You're going to hear plenty of smack talkery afoot.
Yep, and my first fight against you, or I guess my only, week 6.
We only have one against each other. Well, we're in different brackets, right?
Yeah, I get.
Okay.
I do get Austin twice. I get Matt twice, Megan twice. I only gotta mess with the wife once. So yeah,
I think I got the wife twice. Yeah, we have Jamie's wife in there. She's not really. We're doing like all auto on that team. And I said this before we went live, and I am going to laugh my ass off because you know it's going to be true. She's going to probably demolish everybody.
Yeah, like I was thinking about like just running it for her, but then it's like let's just see how it goes.
Just do like all auto settings and see what happens. It's just see what happens. Well, something that's not on auto is booking for AEW, although it is not to sound bad. Okay. Yes, you have your little like
I just
it's your fidget tool. It's his little Hellraiser cube.
Yes.
Which I don't know the actual name for. So
it is the lament configuration. Puzzle box.
This was its
It's
official
got such
name.
sights to show you.
Its official name is Lament Configuration.
The lament configuration puzzle box.
Okay, all right. So that's cool.
Yep.
He's just summoning demons. Don't worry, folks. He's good.
Cenobites. Different.
Sorry.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite franchise.
I know it is. I don't know the specifics. Bear with me here, man. All right. Yeah, AEW is kind of like they've locked into a pattern. It feels like, it's kind of, and they've done this several times over. The inaugural, the initial Dynamites were all go no filler, right? And then they tried to do somewhere in the middle. Then they try to do like all filler no go very briefly, right? And now they've reached this where it's a lot more cinematic and setup, I feel, than WrestleFaced, which I don't necessarily hate for the fact that it's still the pay-per-view company, right? So, I mean, what are your thoughts on kind of like the feel of how Dynamite's been lately?
I like it. I'm not even gonna lie. It is giving me Attitude Era vibes with their pacing.
Okay.
Good storylines. Like the storylines are great. They have multiple storylines for multiple people. Everybody's kind of interwoven, which is always great. Mid carders and top card guys are all interwoven together, so it's a very blurred line. And what we're all benefiting from it is amazing wrestling.
Yeah.
And I think it would be remiss of us if we didn't talk about the pay-per-view company making a very, very big announcement about said pay-per-views, sir.
Let's do it. Let's start with that. Yeah. So announced is going to be, and we knew this was a matter of time for it was going to happen, right? Because they simulcast everything on HBO Max. The back catalog is slowly but surely filling up on HBO Max. Pay-per-views starting all out are going to be on HBO Max with, and I don't know what the details of this are. I really want to see what this is. But Prime subscribers, or no, Max HBO Max subscribers, there we go, get discount of some sort.
Yeah, for the initial one.
Well, that's what they're saying
instead
right
of paying instead of paying the usual $49.99, you are going to be paying $39.99, $10 off, ladies and gentlemen. I could buy you some wings to be able to enjoy the show.
I mean, $10 is $10, so there's that.
It's like 3 gallons of gas.
True. Or
lotto tickets, 5 lotto tickets. Become a
how
billionaire.
many wings is that? A shockingly low
6.
number of wings. Yeah.
Yeah, 5, 6 wings.
Yeah, not as many as you like. Yeah, that can get you a big bag of wings, is what you got to do from like Costco.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. I mean, in a perfect world, free streaming, $10 streaming if you already have Max. Yes, sure, right. But let's be honest, that's not the model they've come to. Having it on Max is just going to be good, all in all, right?
Yeah.
Anything is better than the original days of Bleacher Report. My God.
Eventually, I could see them going to that PLE style where it's included in your subscription. But then I would also expect it to be like an additional subscription type thing. So
I feel like it'd be like
the different tiers.
Yeah, it'd be like another like $10 a month sort of thing, right?
Yeah, like Sling does the regular one, then they have the sports package for like an additional like $20.
Right.
I can see them doing the sports package for $25. So like I'll tell you this, if I could pay $25 for every single pay-per-view, I'm in.
I mean, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I upgraded my Disney Plus whatever thing to have ESPN Ultimate. It was not that big of a difference, really, when I thought about it. And because I canceled my YouTube TV, so I don't have, like a live TV service anymore, right? And I was like, well, do I gotta sign up for that again? Or what's Hulu cost? So that's, this one here, or that's like 70. And it's like, what do I really need, right? I just really need ESPN, get all my college football and all my hockey and all that stuff, NFL I got covered already. So yeah, I think just doing like an extra like little bump in your HBO Max to give you that, I think that, and I think they'll make a shitload of money doing it that way too. Dynamite though is not, and this is again trend going on here. And here's what I found: Dynamite's not the. If you want lots of wrestling, you turn to Collision, which I enjoy that juxtaposition, right? Dynamite is your main show. That's where all your stories live. We're going to have some ridiculously bonkers title matches, stuff like that, right? They are now coming into this like pattern of having a bonkers multi-man match just for getting everybody on the show, but also for shits and giggles because it's going to be great. And then Collision serves as your wrestling showcase, right? Jamie got a little choppy there for a second.
Did you? I have storms rolling in.
Oh, okay. All right. So you do have storms coming in. All right. Well, hey.
Yes.
Well, hopefully we don't lose Jamie.
Or hopefully we do.
I'll keep the peoples entertained. All right. So
Yes, there you go.
Night begins with Gabe Kidd coming out, which I know you love.
I do.
To summon out Darby Allin, which I know you don't love.
I don't hate it because I like Gabe Kidd beating the shit out makes me excited.
This was a Darby heavy evening, featuring 0 matches with Darby Allin. Just throwing that out there. I kind of like the New Jack nature of the intro. Gabe Kidd comes out, interrupts the intro music to basically call out Darby. Darby comes from nowhere. They beat the living crap out of each other to be saved by Hook. And in my head, I have Jamie doing his very best Mean Girls impersonation. Stop trying to make Hook happen.
They're trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. It's exactly how I feel about it.
Oh, my God, man. And the ops come out, too, but I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to not have Hook force-fed down our throat, Jamie. I've given up hope at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point where, can't beat him, join him. So I'm just going to keep doing everything I can to beat him. I just can't. I cannot, for the life of me, deal with Hook. He has got this box has more charisma than he does. It's cut a better promo than he has.
I mean, so there's a promo later on, and we'll skip around a little bit here. So after the first match, there's a promo backstage with the Ops comes out, they make the save, it's the whole thing, it's whatever, right? So there's a promo with the Ops interrupted by Hook, and Joe is doing his best to carry this, like very hard, right?
Always,
oh my God.
Joe's the pro.
Yeah, and, for what it's worth, there's a decent story to be told between Hook and Joe. Okay. Yeah. As soon as I was, you turn your back on me and replace me, as soon as I wasn't even cold, yeah, they did. He's like, I did do that. That was on me. And he was ready to go, right? Talking about Hobbs. And he was 1,000% better than you. He didn't say that, but should have. And every time it came to Hook to come back at him or do something, it just was like, I don't even want to hear you talk anymore. Just stop. How can this man have gotten worse personality-wise in the past year? How, Jamie? How is this possible?
That I don't know. I would say he never ceases to amaze me, but
I mean,
that's wrong too.
I mean, the whole mysterious kid eating chips is infinitely times better than whatever the fuck this is. Because he's trying now, and it's bad.
Can we get the kid a haircut?
Good luck with that.
I know my hair's long. I have no room to talk, but. I get the whole messy look thing, but messy look's not in as far as I know, but still it's over his face. I'm emo, I'm mysterious. It's no one cares.
I mean, if you're going to do emo hair, go full emo hair. I saw one of the opening bands at this concert I went back to in Colombia back in May. It's a British band, metal band. He had full emo hair, and it was the perfect, and it's all right, you're going for it. This guy, it's just stop with Hook. Okay. Something else we got, is in between all this, we actually got a match. First match of the night was the first title match of the night. 2 title matches of the night, Jamie. You had Mercedes Moné defending that TBS title against Alex Windsor. I don't know if I love it or hate the whole dramatic pronunciation of her last name. I honestly don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle there. Either I love it or I can't stand it. I don't know.
I'm in the camp if I like it. Actually, I think I've officially came over to that camp. I think she can wrestle. I think that is obvious. That woman is a phenomenal wrestler. It still comes across live that people are just like whatever with her, but watching her, I enjoy the absolute shit out of watching her wrestle. And this match was great.
This was a fantastic match.
Like, it was exactly what you wanted out of that match. Obviously, we all knew who was going to win this match.
Well, yeah. I like some of the little bits they did, and it feels to me a little bit like early Statlander what they're doing with Windsor. You know, the crowd's just like not really sure of her, but they can appreciate what she does in the ring, right? You know, like the whole like dedication to the leg lariat and, you know, the sharpshooter on the outside, you know, and it just like some of those little touches there I loved. Mercedes is in her true form, right? Despite her character flaws, which we've begrudged enough, okay? She can still go. This match was really good. And, of course, won by Mercedes, who would not accept the handshake afterwards. Okay? Gets into it with Alex, which calls for a save from none other than Rhio.
I mean,
I'm really sad.
This is where I miss Austin Reddick right now.
I was going to say, I'm really sad that Austin is not here. Now, it was Sans Pipe, unfortunately.
She made it. She looked good. It was old Rhio back in action.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say this. She's not the Japanese wrestler I wanted to see come out, but I will definitely take her.
Okay. Yeah.
She on the list of Japanese wrestlers, like not necessarily making debuts or like coming back. Out of three, she was number 3 for me.
Yeah.
But all of them are really high, so I was really excited about it. So I love me some Rhio. I think this is great. It's just good to see her on our television. She's a hell of a wrestler too. So honestly, her and Mercedes will be great. And then hopefully this will set up Mercedes and Maki Ito. And that's all I really want.
Yes, please. You don't think Rio's the one to take the belt off Mercedes, do you? Because they announced.
Ito.
I hope to God it's Maki Ito. Yes. I don't think Rio's the one. They did announce that the match at All Out is going to be Rhio versus Mercedes, right? You know, and there's some credit to that. Rio's and they mentioned it, the inaugural women's champion AEW, right? Okay, so
yep.
Put some respect on her name, as Austin would say. So
damn Skippy, but she's not.
Uh-oh. I think the weather got Jamie. Jamie was going to say she's not the prince who was promised. That prince is more of a princess. That princess is the cutest in the world. Maki Ito. Ito Simp Army, rise up. All right. Well, Jamie reboots his router or waits for his power to come back on. One of the two here. We're just going to storm along. He didn't give me the best freeze frame there. I don't feel like that's too bad, though. It's like he's blowing kisses at me, which I don't know how I feel about. But you guys let me know in chat what you feel about it there. All right. I'm going to truck along just like nothing's wrong here, because this is perfect. This is, you know, of all the times this man has accosted me. Oh, and there he goes. He's gone. Oh, wait, no. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We may have a return. I do see he's reloading back up. Hey, there we go.
So it was weird. This is weird. I was able to track along inside of
Discord?
YouTube, you talking, but then I wasn't unfrozen.
You were
weirdest thing ever.
I was.
there you
I
go.
thought I legit thought you lost power. I was just like, because you said you had.
Oh no,
Storm's
no
rolling
loud
in.
cracks.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So now you began to say that she's the prince who was promised, right?
Damn, Skippy.
Okay, so
She's the one.
I nailed
the
that.
one
chat.
in 91-1, whatever her dumbass record is.
Yes. So I can't wait for Maki Ito. None of us can. Please give to us soon. Do you think she'll make her? I think it's a good chance that she might debut post match at All Out. That makes sense. That tracks, right?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, and then we can see where we go from there. Of course, Jamie wants it to be at WrestleFest or Wrestle Dream, because he'll be front row.
If it happens at Wrestle Dream, I will be the happiest little boy of all time.
Now we have seen several Maki Ito matches. We've been front row for Maki Ito, as a matter of fact. Okay,
we sure have. Sure have.
Oh my God, she is the best. Okay, all right. Hey, Squatch is here. Hey, Squatch, and hey, that's a fantastic segue. I'm gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna come back to Ricochet in a second, okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Briscoe, he has a promo. Okay, he's here. He's no longer cradling his newborn baby, number 26, I think it is now. Who can keep count at this level? But he is in Philadelphia, and he is ready for one of Don Callis. He doesn't care. He wants one of Don Callis' guys because he's got to prove himself in order to get that shot at Kyle Fletcher, right? So Chad is doing Tony Schiavone's favorite chant, which I love that. Like, Tony Schiavone, we you and I especially you have talked about the gold that is the man, Tony Schiavone, but he just puts those little quips in there sometimes. They're just the perfect little ting, right?
There are not many Tony Schiavones in this world. There's not enough.
No.
Because as somebody who I feel is above average with my quips, like with the level of quip that I give, I don't feel like I am even in the same ballpark as Tony Schiavone. and coming from, this is gonna sound so egotistical because it is, but coming from me, that means a lot, because like I really think really highly of my quips and how funny I think I am.
He practiced some of them, just so you know. He kind of like
100%.
Let's them marinate, so they can mature, and sometimes needs to change them. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's called a callback when you keep bringing it up, and they make people remember the first time we do it.
Yeah,
so good.
I just love the effortless nature of some of the, because he just throws them out there under the breath, where you're just like, wait, what did he just one of those things, They're fuck Don Callis. Fuck Don Callis. Yeah, that's my favorite chant. If you wouldn't even pay. Wait, what? But no, Don Callis does come out, and he answers Briscoe and lets him know, yeah, you want a match? Fine, you're gonna get the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita on Saturday.
But there also was a little thing about Konosuke Takeshita from one Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, talking about the tension between the two of them.
Yeah. So later on, there was this little promo with Renee. I could have swore that was Danny Garcia in the background. He was going to do a run up, and I was going to be so mad. But she asked about this, and he more or less young boyed Takeshita right there in front of her. That he calls himself the Alpha, but I am the Rainmaker. I am the best. I lead the Don Callis family. So he confirmed he's fully whatever, right? So again, we're setting these strokes up here. I don't know when they're gonna. I feel like this is not something that they're going to rush into, because they want this to be a big blow off. This could even be done like in what's New Japan?
Wrestle Kingdom?
I'm thinking Wrestle Kingdom. This could be like a Wrestle Kingdom thing, right?
Well, I mean, it could,
That
unless
would make
Takeshita has to win the
sense.
IWGP Heavyweight Championship in October, which if he does, I would literally shit my pants.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if he wears ninja pants, they're not genie pants, squad.
Genie pants. See, my head was going hammer pants the whole time, because
Well, see, that's longer crotch. These were not. These were like the big
right. Well,
genie bell bottom type, but
and hammer pants came to a more tighter cuff as well.
yeah. They just had the long crotch.
Yep. Genie pants.
We're having a conversation about different.
All right,
types.
One's in chant for genie pants, two's for ninja pants. Let's go. All right. So despite all of this, Briscoe's like, fantastic. That's great. Give me him. But I got my wrestling pants on. I want to fight somebody. So Don Callison's the only guy that's out there wearing gear, which is Lance Archer, to the ring. Worst kept secret ever. It's like, bro,
his biggest jobber. I will send you my biggest jobber.
Why do you come out? Let him be in the back. Like literally, they come out with him. Rocky Romero wearing the Three Musketeers Los Tres Amigos uniform. Okay, and Lance Archer in his full gear, right? But anyway, Lance Archer, Mark Briscoe, good little middle show, palate cleanser, nice match. Briscoe gets a win.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice. That was a nice touch. Because there's no way in hell he's beaten Takeshita unless there's something that happens.
Yeah. I can see something happening, though, because it feels like, and we'll talk about this when we get to the main, it feels like they are skyrocketing Kyle Fletcher. And if you're doing that, that belt can't stay on him forever. Now, I don't want to say they're going to plan on dropping the belt to Mark Briscoe, but I don't hate that idea at all. Especially if you have other plans for Kyle Fletcher. I think Briscoe deserves to have a run with that belt.
I really... I hear
it's a
what
lot
you're
to
saying.
unpack. It's a lot to unpack. I know.
I hear what you're saying. And Fletcher is phenomenal. I think we all can agree. Squatch is like, he's the next Flair. And you know what? Squatch, that's a hell of a take. And I am going to support your take right here, right now.
We're with you, Squatch.
He has got it. It, in air quotes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
He went from just being a scrawny kid who could do some cool moves to built like a brick shithouse. Happens to probably be dating the hottest woman in AEW, and one of. I mean, let's just be real. Maybe not the. But he's got everything going for him, and he's hungry for more. And the fact he's still in his 20s. And he's got all of this stuff. He has been built perfectly.
He can talk.
What they have done with Kyle Fletcher should be studied because it's been organic and force fed all at the same time, and no one's the wiser. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and he can talk. You said his mic skills have gotten better in the best way possible. I think Don Callis has a lot to do with that, as much as, the character Don Callis, whatever, right? Breaking kayfabe for a second here, Don Callis is one of the best wrestling business minds there legitimately is in this industry. Okay? He's been that way for 2 decades. Okay? He's been behind the scenes. He says this is part of his shtick, but it's true. He has been behind the scenes in a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff. New Japan, TNA, Impact, AEW, all this. Yes. He has helped him phenomenally.
Because, like, in the main, you saw 2 things that you really want to see with Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to see him go against Hanger for the belt. That'd be really cool. Is he ready for it now? No, but it'd be cool. But you know what he is ready for right now? Kenny, by God, Omega. And that is something I really want to see.
Yeah.
For some stakes.
Oh my God. I become more of a Kyle Fletcher fan every week. His ability to sell, his improved mic skills, like I said, his in-ring ability is never lacking. The character is getting more and more depth. I just love all of this. But in that same breath, like I said, I am not saying he's ready for, like you said, not saying he's ready for that title picture yet. That is the long goal, right? I think everybody can read the writing on the wall, and we haven't been too subtle with it either. That Kyle Fletcher is one of the futures of this industry, this business, this company specifically.
So let me ask you this, because now we're on this Kyle Fletcher train, and
we took a little detour.
I love it when we do these. I love it when we do
yep.
these.
I know you don't like the pink scotch, but whatever.
Dude, pink's great. Real men wear pink.
And
on Wednesdays we wear pink. I thought you knew this. Because we are making it happen.
How many? Good God, I didn't know we were going to pull all the. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It just came to me. Quip. But seriously, this is the question. Thinking that we are probably going to give Adam Hangman Page the Patrick Mahomes treatment where he's already at this high level, right?
Yeah.
And, you can't just go above the high level. Like, if he has to do something absolutely extraordinary. Is Kyle Fletcher your wrestler of the year? Or is it still going to be Adam Hangman Page? Right?
Yes. The way I want to say it's still going to be Hangman Page. We're still 3 months out, though. And I feel like we're just now getting into, like, first of all, the stuff they've done with Kyle throughout the year, the chase for the TNT title, all this stuff, everything.
Him and Ospreay.
I was going to say, let's not forget, the year began with, like, the ultimate heelification of Kyle Fletcher. Him standing on top of the cage, fingers in ears as the loudest pop can possibly be for Ospreay coming in and that match. And as much as I want to say that, at this very moment, I'd probably still go with Hangman. Okay. But Fletcher's not far behind. And we got 3 months still where that can sway. If they just kind of run the course with Hangman for the rest of the year, just do like, boo, which is fine considering his body of work and who he is and where he is, right? But you give some of that pop in there, especially with this whole Kenny Omega shtick going on now. Ask me around Thanksgiving. I think my answer could be different.
Yeah. And I thought I'd pose this question because it's been kind of just chewing at my brain for a little bit. Like, Adam Hangman Page's redemption story of this year is the greatest storyline of all of wrestling this year. Yep. Nothing can touch it this year. Because last year, the greatest storyline was Mariah May and Toni Storm. Like, fight me on that. I think that was the best storyline in all of wrestling last year.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
I do not care about Cody's story at all.
Yeah, the whole Cena heel thing, it was 3 months, whatever.
And he admitted it sucked. Like, he even went on, it didn't go so good. It's like, perfect. The fact that he's willing to admit it was great.
Oh, he's really honest.
But I think Adam Hangman Page is going to be probably your wrestler of the year. And if there is an additional rising star, it's got to be Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, nobody could beat Fletcher on that. No.
I could see this time next year, we are having a very serious conversation about why doesn't he have the belt and why is he not the number one heel in the company?
Yeah.
Because he should be by then. Because he's got plenty of stuff to do for the next year to get him, again, remember how I was talking about how everything's kind of blurred?
Right.
Everybody's kind of together. but not you have plenty to do with him.
Well, and you got a recovering Will Ospreay, okay? You got Swerve, who's got other things going on right now too. So, they're very much still up in the pace and in the mix. Hangman's not going away, whatever. You're obviously breaking Takeshita off. He's got this New Japan thing to take care of before he can dedicate full time to becoming the face alpha, right? And then MJF's not going anywhere. You've always got Okada. Just like you always have Omega on the other side of this coin, right? And then Fletcher is the one that fits in there. And some of those other ones. Like you made mention about turning Swerve heel. You can do that in a drop. People still love him. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley, does he ascend into one of these bigger pictures? I could see that, and that's fine. He's not going to be as big of a mainstay. I think that your fundamental pieces that you look at, Ospreay, Hanger, Swerve, Okada, Omega, Takeshita, and Fletcher. And Fletcher has cemented himself in that trajectory with cause, for good purpose.
I think Toronto, we get Eddie Kingston.
I would love to see it. From what he's ready.
Well, he's getting there.
He's getting there. We don't know if he's ready, but he's been working out and training, and we'll see. Briscoe does beat Lance Archer, though, despite all this. Okay, so he's making a path towards that TNT title opportunity. And then we get Tony Storm doing Tony Storm things. What do you feel like okay, I want to ask you this. We don't do a ton of, contemplation on Collision, okay? Did you catch the multi-woman tag match from this past week? What did you think about it? Because I have thoughts which are pretty predictable, but what did you think about it? We lost your sound for a second there.
I want to hear yours. What did you think, sir?
I loved every second of that shit.
Well,
yes, there's a lot of Tekla and the Triangle of Madness in it. I do like how they're using them, not necessarily targeting Tony Storm, but kind of targeting Tony Storm, right? I think Thekla is a good person to put into the line. I think that if that is the path that you eventually go to get the belt off of Tony, I think you have to build them up properly, right? And I like them doing it in this way, okay? But it wasn't all about Thekla. Queen Aminata beat the living fuck out of Julia Hart too.
Or did those seem stiff as fuck?
They seemed so stiff, which is shocking because I have not really seen that from her, right? But that was like they showed the reaction of Mina and Tony both on the apron. They're both like, "God damn," Like
the Mina went super Japan right after. It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah.
So Joshi,
she's been around
Joshi.
it.
Yeah, right. God, and I hope to God they pull out because when they wrote off Mina with that whole Thekla killing her story or whatever, I hope they pull that out, sometime. But and then the post match stuff they did, I think they're doing a fantastic job of that. And you've made this mention of you don't have anything, or maybe it was Austin. I can't remember which one of you, but talking about if you don't have anything to do with Tony, don't force her into a story, but have her on your TV, right? This is a great way to do that. But I feel like they're starting to, they're letting some story naturally breathe while you don't need to have Tony defending the title yet. What did you think about it?
I agree. Trying to come up with some kind of counterpoint. And I am struggling.
I know. I mean, but they're
I
doing
got nothing.
they're doing Tekla. Shockingly, they're doing Tekla right.
No, yeah, I think she, yeah. What they're doing with her is bring her in just the right speed, getting her going. Megan Bain is now starting to become more a reality thing, like because people know her now. It's like
Yeah.
you are starting to build a solid women's roster that is easy to heat somebody up now.
Yeah.
That is going to be the most important thing for them, especially for their women heels, because realistically, you don't got much.
Well, they keep teasing this whole Statlander and Death Riders thing, okay?
I mean, I wouldn't hate a stat heel, but I really want stat with Harley Cameron. Like,
I know we have them, and they had a little promo which was fantastic. I mean, it was all it was Harley, and of course, there's Stat like reeling in Harley, which is I love
rat.
the rat. You're the rat, But then out comes Wheeler and says that our mutual friend. What did she say? They always mutual friend wants to let you know that Death Riders always have your back. Enter Marina Shafir, just kind of do a stare down. I'm telling you, man, they're going that path, and I can't wait. I think a Dark Stat Marina kind of women's tag team, whenever they get around to doing these goddamn belts, I'm for it. I am for it.
Think so? Then who's gonna be with Willow?
Willow's got to be moved into the goddamn title picture at some point.
Against who?
I don't know anymore. But she should be. Whether it's the Mercedes and the Joshis or Tony Storm and Thekla. I don't know. It's just I feel like you're missing out if you don't have Willow in the singles title picture.
We've been wanting this for how long now? Where are we at on this? A year now?
Yeah, she won the TBS championship. She had that for a little bit, right?
Not long enough.
Not long enough. I want to say we've been almost 2 years.
You're finally starting to get interesting, dude. I completely disagree. I am all in on the Death Riders now because they don't have the belt. They are 10 times more interesting because they don't have the belt.
They're just here. They're the Joker from Dark Knights. They're agents of chaos.
They are just to create chaos. That's it.
And that's a good storyline that you can insert as needed wherever. I mean, they're feuding with fucking Hook, for God's sake. Okay, and Darby Allin.
Yeah.
So.
But, I mean, and you got Don Callis with half the roster of heels, and then you have the Death Riders. Like, there's, like, not much else. Like, I do see that as being a problem, though. Like, Don Callis is, like, they're pushing the shit out of Don Callis and his family, which, as they should, because it's full of superstars. Then you have Death Riders just creating chaos. Like, where's the juxtaposition here, man? I need something.
I mean, you had the Bucks there who aren't officially Death Riders or Don Callis, but somewhere in the middle. Okay, you got the Hurt Syndicate, who's somewhere like that. You do got Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Okay, and I liked Ricochet and GOA's little promo they did. Okay,
oh, so good.
It was really
Let
good.
the man talk now.
Yeah, no, not just him. Gates of Agony, I felt did good too. Like. Surprisingly good. No offense to them. They haven't been really known to be talkers, like, at all. I don't mean that in a negative connotation, but you know what I mean?
It's crazy. Like, I've gone on the record, and ladies and gentlemen, you all can easily hear back how I'm like, don't let Ricochet talk.
Like you said, that from his very first appearance in AEW.
I'm like, let this man cook. I am all about letting him go now. And then the Gates of Agony, when they first started around, I was like, oh, please just don't let them talk.
No.
And then now you're just like, hell yeah, like this little fiery, little angsty, little teenage angst, They're gonna go listen to My Chemical Romance right after their promos.
Oh,
like,
you got such a good opening there to say to go listen to Iron Maiden, baby. So, okay, it's a Wheatus
Teenage
reference.
Dirtbag. I appreciate that. Yeah.
There you go. All right. It was right there. It's so close.
I mean, their boyfriend is a dick.
Yeah, I don't think he brings a gun to school, but hopefully not. All right.
He does drive an IROC, and he lives on my block.
Oh, dude, if he rode up in an like an '89 IROC, that would be the greatest. Great. Anyway, but no, that's the whole thing. It ended up being the perfect thing, and then skip ahead. You got the Hurt Syndicate outside cutting that, an all MVP promo, just demolishing them, and in a very, very Hurt Syndicate way. And yeah, that's the whole thing. I said they're not really heel. They're independent. They are not face or heel, which I am totally good with. I like the Hurt Syndicate as them. They are them. They can fight.
Some people need shovels to bury people. MVP needs a tongue.
A tongue and a sweater blazer of sorts, but my God. Yep. And they accepted. So we got a trios match between the 6 of them at All Out as well, too. Which.
Yes, please.
When's the last time we saw MVP wrestle? Like, really wrestle? He's done it like once or
2 months
twice since he's been in AEW. But yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Still, though, good for that. Cope and Chris are going to have a promo. I mean, no, they're just going to fight with FTR. Like, no words were spoken. And, part of me is just kind of like, this is one of those, Jamie, where it's like, we don't need anything for this build at all, right? You're like, hey, Cope and Christian versus FTR.
But we do get Jake Chris. Like, I'm in. Like, you got a little Jake Chris action, and we've seen him wrestle Revolver, and GCW both.
Yeah,
and that dude can wrestle. We saw him in a death match once, and then it's a normal straight up death match. Again, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, it was the light pole and scaffold match, right?
Yeah, the scaffold match. Yeah, and then we saw him in just a regular good old fashioned death match at GCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude's good.
Dude's good. Really good. He's got it. And I like that little aspect, but it is like I said, Cope Christian FTR. You don't need any promo. You don't need any build for. So have him come out and just brawl, and then bring in some random talent, and then oh God, and then just the put over they did on that little promo about how you're nobody. You've been on TV once. Well, we'll make you somebody. Go find a partner. We're gonna kick your ass on Saturday. How old school great was that? Oh,
it's the hey, I am going to make you famous. As long as you don't fuck this up.
Right. Because I mean, FTR is they're like Austin Reddick, students of the old school game. So yeah.
Yes. Completely agree, sir.
Now only 4 matches, but you do end with a bonkers 8-man match. Young Bucks.
Bonkers is capital B.
Young Bucks, Kyle Fletcher, and Josh Alexander versus Jet Speed, Hangman Adam Page, and Kenny Omega. And what do you even say? I mean, oh my God.
It wasn't long enough. I need more of it.
This could have been 2 hours, man. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a hot minute. It really has been a hot minute since I've heard a Fight Forever chant. And we heard it twice tonight. Yeah. We heard it twice. Once during the women when they also got This Is Awesome, which I thought was absolutely great.
The women's match was really good.
And then you got the Fight Forever in this one, and like you had everything, and like you finally got that. You didn't get the slow stare down like you were wanting between Omega and Fletcher, but you definitely got some really good stuff. And then Fletcher just completely destroying everybody and putting him over as the biggest star
Right.
And no Takeshita in sight.
So, and I was thinking a lot about this as the post match was happening, and the match I loved in and of itself, right? I mean, Young Bucks doing TK drivers to everybody in sync, right? Was amazing. Just jet speed. I said before when they first formed, I don't know how I feel about this whole tag team with them, but my God, I eat those words every day. Everything was fantastic.
I don't know why you have trepidation towards them.
I don't know why I did at the very beginning. I think it's because I think it's because I liked Kevin Knight. I didn't know him well enough, and I felt like Speedball needed his own lane to run in. But yeah, no, it makes a ton more sense. I get it. It's like I was 100% wrong. 100% wrong on this. Not even close. Right? This is the best thing to do.
Just like your pay-per-view picks.
Just Remember, Jamie loves his fantasy team right now. Okay.
God. I do.
But no. So everything, but then the post match, which of course brings to the entire Don Callis family, just beating the living fuck out of everybody. But no, we are targeting Kenny Omega, and it dawned on me. Fletcher is the one who turned on Ospreay, right? Ospreay wouldn't do what Don Callis wanted when they were affiliated. He was never in the family, but he was affiliated, right? He wouldn't take the measures needed to go all the way, right? Kyle turned on him. He was the one that did that. He turned on him with the screwdriver. And I don't know why, for some reason, it's like, I think it's got so focused on that. Kyle's never been the replacement Ospreay. He's always been the replacement Omega. It's a matter of getting to Kyle versus Omega. Because Don Callis stabbed Kenny Omega literally with the screwdriver. Same screwdriver he gave to Kyle to use to screw over his former, mentor, Will Ospreay. He was long bohemian about how he's upgraded and Kenny Omega this and that, but we thought that course had run. But no, this is the longest story arc ever. Don Callis replacing Kenny Omega with Kyle Fletcher.
It's a bold take.
Thank you. See if it pans out.
I disagree with it, but it's bold.
Okay.
And if there's anything that I appreciate is a bold take.
Swinging for the fences, man. That's what we do here.
You went for it. You went for the hard home run. And you know what? You may have connected, and I'm the one who's in the wrong, which does happen quite frequently as well. So I think this is all just about Don Callis' hatred towards Kenny Omega, and he's gonna put his biggest lion up against anybody, and his biggest lion is right now Takeshita. But Takeshita is kind of doing his own thing, which I feel like the face turn Takeshita is coming within 2 weeks.
And that's in part why I really had this, because I feel like Takeshita's story was always meant for him to eventually turn face, right? So that's why I don't think, but I just, the symmetry of it and like because I really got into thinking about that as this was happening. I was like, oh my God, right? It's like, it was literally in front of our face with that screwdriver that was used. This is like the tip of the cap. So that's my thought. That's what I think they're doing with it. Regardless, still, they do the whole brainbuster through the table on the floor, and Doc Samson comes out, and Kyle Fletcher, for all the flowers we've given him, the biggest rose on his bouquet goes when he pulls the headset off of Doc Samson. It just yells into the microphone sometimes. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead, everybody. He's dead.
It was great. It was great. Yeah, it's almost as good as in the cage match when he's like, "I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you!"
Oh my god, yeah. Was that? We're a little bit early, but that cage match is still maybe my favorite match of the year. I mean, there's
high.
There's a lot.
Really high.
I know you got Texas Death. You got a lot to put out there. So it's like, but that cage match. Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to rewatch all the top matches of the year and when we give out our awards at the end of the year.
I think we need to do that because it always. I mean, end of the year always kind of mellows out around Christmas. We should do that one week where we just our assignments to like watch like the top matches and just go to town on that. That's a good idea.
Damn! I gotta watch more wrestling.
Oh, shucky jeez. Well, if you want to watch more wrestling, you can watch the other product that's out there. They had a daytime a premium live event.
They did have a premium live event, and that crowd over there is wild, and I love it.
Oh, European crowds are great, man. They don't get it every week like we do here in a different manner, right? You know, so
it's saturated for us. Like it's just
that's in part what it is. So to be fair, right? I mean, AEW benefited the same way in Glasgow. Let's be honest, okay? But still, yeah, that crowd was magnifique.
It was, yeah.
What'd you think of the show?
You know, it was good. It was good. I think the best thing that came out of that thing was Roman Reigns winning, even though Bronson Reed did come out with his Shuafala, which I still think is one of the funniest damn things of all time.
His Shuafala.
Because he stole his shoes. Like in the whole thing, he kept stealing Roman Reigns' shoes.
It's great.
It's so good.
It's great.
It's so dumb.
It's so good. It always reminds me of my good buddy Zeke, who you're gonna love this story. All right, so there was this place in there's a place in downtown Columbia called El Rancho. Opened up like partway through when we were in school. Okay, so it's right on Main Street there in downtown Columbia, mixed between all these bars. Right, literally across the street from one of the biggest bars in town. Okay, and they're open till like 4 a.m. and they serve these. You know, it's a Mexican quick serve, but you get these burritos the size of your head for like $6, right? So he was in there with his then girlfriend eating dinner or eating a post party night burrito, right? And this douchebag comes out and is like being a douchewad, because they're in the window seat there, like making lewd comments and shit to his girlfriend, and he warns him like 4 times. Stop that shit. So he goes outside, beats him up real quick, grabs his shoes, and then right next to El Rancho on the corner, there's a bank with a low roof, and he just throws his shoes up on the roof. Always what I think of every time I see him with the Shuafala. Like, who steals a man's shoes? Really?
So good. So
yep.
good.
And he does, and the whole they beat the shit out of him, and he does like his typhoon splash on the stretcher board. Is a good touch. Okay, what'd you feel about the main event? First of all, you had a ridiculous callback. Okay, at the very beginning of that 4-way.
Can't let Shawn Michaels be the one who does it, right? It's got to be stolen by good old CM Punk.
Yeah.
That main event went perfect because fuck CM Punk.
Oh, yes. I loved all that. I especially loved, well, Jay was great, first of all. The whole, he just, suckering everybody in and just fucking them over, right? LA Knight looked great, but I love the ending of that. Like, the inclusion of Becky Lynch into the storyline is so good, right? And I think it's a thing that WWE hasn't been great at in a long time, Jamie, incorporating real world couples into storylines in a good way. You know what I mean? They had the whole Miz and Maurice thing a while back, and it was to sell a TV show, whatever, right? You know, I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but did you like the incorporation of Becky Lynch into the Seth Rollins storyline?
Yeah.
I know you don't care.
If it gets this AJ Lee back on my TV, yeah, because I do miss her as a wrestler. But if it just gets us Bayley over there when Bayley should be going to AEW where she belongs, then no.
I mean, do you think? Because I mean, of course, CM Punk tweets out a random AJ Lee entrance video after the event. Do you really think AJ Lee is gonna come back to WWE?
Hey, there was one wise man who said, everybody's got a price.
That's true. That's true.
Money.
For what it's worth, I never really cared. I never really got the whole AJ Lee thing, to be honest with you. I was never really that big a fan of AJ Lee. I wasn't.
She could actually wrestle back then when no one could.
She was on an island by herself in a completely terrible story time for women in wrestling, which was the WWE at that time.
That's why she shined so hard, in my opinion.
Well, I also didn't watch a ton of WWE at that time. I was definitely pro TNA at that time. So.
Oh, the Knockouts division back then was amazing.
Oh, you had the beautiful people. You had Awesome Kong, Gail Kim. I mean, it was just it was so
you had
good.
ODB.
Victoria.
ODB.
Bang!
I
I gotta try some of her meat at some point. That's a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
All right, that's a fantastic way to end the show. I think talking about ODB's meat. So I don't know how we got here.
Yeah.
All right, folks. But that is it. So we will be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Hopefully Austin Reddick has power by then. Who knows, right? But we'll be here regardless. But no, we will be back. We're a couple weeks out. So it is a Saturday afternoon pay-per-view on the 20th. Okay. So we're a few weeks out from it. Card's starting to get together, starting to shape up. They added a few more tonight here too. I feel it's going to be overbooked like a son of a bitch. I mean, let's be real. I feel they're going to overbook the living crap out of this show, which, okay, sure. I don't mind it for the daytime shows as much. Even though I can't watch it live because I work, but still, I think it works better.
I think I have softball going on, so we'll see if I get to watch it live.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk more about it here. But we'll be back next week, as I said, same time. If this is your first time here, again, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you guys, all your support. Give us a subscribe down below if it's your first time here. A thumbs up. And follow us on the internets at Total Spotfest. We will see you next week. Jamie, take us home, man.
All right, Squatch, you're 100% right. If you're not down with Total Spotfest, I got 4 words for you.
Actually got it right. Look at that, because it's 2 and 2.
Rock, Chalk, J-Hawk.
So Jamie got one of those words out on the live show here. So we'll see you guys next week. M-I-Z. I still muted you. You're fine. That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen. All right.